What is up, guys? Happy weekend here. It is T. Kyle. I am fucking freezing, hence why I'm wearing my jacket. I went to Dunkin' Donuts and I was like, literally turned winter overnight. Shake your tits. Okay, so it is so cold. So what we're going to do is may the light of sweater weather candles bring you warmth. Not sponsored. Also, I look pale as hell. Chic. I went outside and the wind was blowing in my face and I looked like a fucking raccoon from the wind. You know what? Who gives a shit? I don't. Anyway, so today my little card, which by the way, I need to get some kind of like thing. I need to design myself something as like a little card because this is just an index card and, you know, production value, ladies. So I wrote down in my notes for what we're going to talk about today, and like I did in the last video, which, you know, is going to be a work in progress. It's going to evolve throughout the weeks as it has been, and I will come up with some kind of graphic here that will show you the topics that we will be discussing on this 24-degree morning. So the first thing I know is it's fucking freezing. It's 24 degrees. Why? Why? Can we not have fall anymore? Does anyone else on the East Coast feel that way, or is it just me? I feel like it goes from summer to winter overnight. The next thing we're going to discuss is the renewal of Watch What Happens Live. My job security for 3 more years. We got renewed through 2020, which seems so far away, yet so close. And then we're going to talk about Reputation, the new Taylor Swift album, or as I see some people on Twitter calling it Republican. Bitch. And then also P.O. Box. I'm going to, well, we'll just discuss that and get it out of the way right here. I am going to decide in the next week if I'm going to create a P.O. Box for probably like 3 months or 2 months. Just through the holiday season. So if you guys want to send me a card or something, I can send you one back because I really want to design a card this year. Or actually, I think I want to do a postcard, like do some kind of a design that I could send out, very similar to the stickers that I did for all you OG reality TV gifts fans. Is something similar to that. So I need to decide within the next week before Thanksgiving. And then I will let you guys know with a video on here. And then also, a note to show everyone what I got for Christmas candles. But now, there was another $12.50 sale as of this morning. So, do I need to buy more? I don't know. I don't. I will say I got a couple, the spruce candle that I got. Maybe what I'll do is I'll film this video, shower, because I have not showered yet, hence the massive Jimmy Neutron hair, which I'm kind of living for. And then film my mini holiday candle haul, and then get that up this weekend as well. So, with that said, let me take a sip of my Dunkin', not sponsored, should be sponsored. Do I need to fix my lighting now? Because it got bright outside. Studio JT Kyle, makeshift. Ooh, very white. Oh, I look very white today. I'm very into it. I've been trying to get my face to match my neck for like literally my entire life. Doesn't work. Refocus. You know, she's a one-man studio here, bitch. Okay, so first up, we're going to discuss Watch What Happens Live and Andy Cohen getting renewed through 2020. My boss. Now, this is exciting because it means I'm going to have a job for 3 more years. But it's also exciting because Andy Cohen is the only gay late night host and is being renewed for more seasons. And they're already so like late into Watch What Happens Live. So to get renewed for 3 more years, like after 8 years on air, is a pretty big deal and it's really exciting. So we're going to discuss that. Haters stay mad. Okay, so I have to be honest with you guys here because I'm all about being real. Now, my initial reaction was I felt like I got vortexed in time to 2020, because that, was on like the headline and everything, and I was like, 2020, oh my God, the next presidential election. Like, I literally, and I like hated that I literally went there, but I was like, oh my God, we are literally going to go through together again another presidential election, like the whole beginning of it, the primaries, the actual general election, and the not inauguration, because the inauguration will be in 2021. I mean, we could, but like it really just like, it kind of fucked with my head a little bit, because we all, like, I mean, for you guys who don't know, like when you work in these late night shows and the schedule that we have, you really become like a family with your team, because you're there like during nights and holidays and Easter, and we worked through Christmas and New Year's last year together, and moving studios, and like you really bond with each other because you have such a weird schedule that is so different than 90% of the rest of the city. So we went through last year together, and it was brutal. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we taped the morning after. We had to pre-tape an episode because of, scheduling reasons. It happens. Andy's talked about that in his books. We had to tape the morning after the election, November 9th, like literally in the morning. And I will never, ever forget what it was like getting up, going on the subway, seeing people sobbing on the subway, and it was like you could hear a pin drop. It was like all you heard was sobbing and the creaking of the subway, like the noise that the subway makes. There was not, it was unfucking real. And I was just thinking to myself, and I'm like, holy shit. Like, we're literally gonna have to go through that again. Like, the debates and cause, at night we're working. So we worked, we were all in the office during every single debate last year. And I was just like, oh my God, like I just vortexed to 2020, and I was like, holy shit, like that's gonna happen again. But then the other thing on top of that, and by the way, I hope that's not sounding like I'm not complaining. I'm just saying like I'm visualizing like where I had like an out of body experience thinking to the future, you know what I mean? Then what I was also thinking, which I've talked about on here in my weekend chats before, was social media. So I'm the head of all of our digital and all of our social media. And you guys know I've talked about social media on here before in weekend chats and in other things, and just how it's changed and evolved and whatever. So then I was also thinking, first it was the election thing, because I thought 2020 election, new president, we're gonna have to go through this again. Then I thought social media, like from the past election to the new one, and how we're in the middle of it right now, and going forward, how social media will change from now to 2020. Like, what will happen with social media? And that I'm literally going to live through it again and experience it. And like, part of me was like, I just got like a little bit of chills a little bit. I got excited because it really is, I think back to when I started at Viacom, and I started as an intern and a freelancer at Logo TV for Drag Race. And social media really was not a thing back then. Like, it was, but it wasn't anything like it was right now. I mean, honestly, like, I feel like there was different eras of social media. Like, every social media had, like, its beginnings, was very small, fun, conversational. Facebook, like, you literally used to comment and be like, oh my God, hey, like, you know, we'd be in college, it'd be like, oh my God, do you want to go to this event? Do you want to go out on, like, meet me at 5 o'clock outside the C building or whatever? And then now I literally update my Facebook maybe once a month, and I want nothing to do with Facebook anymore. Like, from a personal standpoint, like, personally on Facebook, I'm like, I don't want to even use this anymore. Whereas, you know, 10 years ago, it was I was having full on conversations on my feed. Now, moving forward, I'm like, what's Facebook going to look like in 2019 and 2020? It's going to look so different again. And we've literally gone and experienced this whole thing. And so that was the other thing I was thinking about. It was like, how is social media going to change from now until 2020 in terms of users and promotion? And are people like, what if people leave? Like, what if Twitter gets shut down? What if Facebook gets shut down? I mean, we are in uncharted digital territory here when it comes to the law, when it comes to propaganda, when it comes to harassment, when it comes to cyberbullying. I mean, not to be dramatic, but it really is, you know, a whole new thing that's happening. So when we got renewed, I literally was just like, like, this all is gonna go down during this time period. And then I also thought, you know, pivot here. I was also like, Britney Spears will probably have another album. We need to get her on Watch What Happens Live. Like, I am putting every ounce of fucking energy in my soul and in my body. I'm literally looking at the sky right now because I'm shouting it to the fucking universe. Hear me. Britney Spears comes out with a new album and she will do Watch What Happens Live. Hello up there. I know there's clouds, but whatever it is up there that's listening, make it happen. Also Christina Aguilera. But priorities, you know. What were we talking about? Oh, I also wrote here, you are going to be 32 and a half years old in 2020. Yeah, that's also a thing that's going to be, you know, it's weird. Like, I'm going to be 30 next year, but I low-key feel like I'm 22 or like 20. Sometimes I act like it. Like, I still kind of feel like I'm in my mid-20s because I'm still, like, my sense of humor is still pretty immature and I'm fine with that. You know what I mean? Like, I still have, like, this kind of weird sense of humor where, I don't know, like a couple years ago, I was kind of like, oh my God, I need to be more professional and I need to be, you know, more like zip my mouth and just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to kind of feel like act my age. Now I'm kind of like, well, everything's going to shit. So why not act like I'm 22 and immature and make memes and be stupid and who cares? Like, you know? I ain't out here hurting anybody. I still get my shit done. My budget is on point. She's got her coins together. Like, I'm good. I can act immature because I've got everything else together. You know what I'm saying? And my fucking skin, I keep breaking out like I'm fucking 16, so... Anyway, so that's that note. So... it should be interesting. I'm, you know, excited to have this on. I mean, who knows? YouTube may not even be around, so I won't have this to look back on, but you never know. So I'm going to post this here, and I'm going to put Watch What Happens Live Renewed 2020 in the title. And in 3 years, if I'm not dead, we can come back and we can watch this video and be like, oh, what were we talking about? Facebook? What's Facebook? Oh, never heard of it. It'll be interesting. So... oh, my battery's low. Production value here. Oh my God, that would have been bad. And we're back. New battery in the camera. You know, high quality production level here, ladies. Um, okay, so yeah, so 2020, here we come. And I'm like, now that I am the initial reaction, I was like, oh my God, it's 2020. We have to go. Like, I was very triggered at first. Now that I'm over the whole triggering thing, like, I was triggered at first. And I don't normally get triggered by a lot of things, but I literally was like, oh my God, 2020, I'm gonna be 87 years old. We're gonna have a dictator as president, and everyone's gonna be crying on the subway, and the whole earth is gonna be sinking underwater. Literally, that was my first reaction. You know, not dramatic at all. But now, like, I'm thinking about it, I'm like, actually, this is gonna be. I mean, like, aside from the fact that the show is super fun, and all the pop queens and housewives and Andy and, like, you know, the show. I mean, hello, I wouldn't work there if I didn't love it. So aside from the fact that the show is just great, there's all this other stuff that's going to be happening in parallel to it, like with social media and digital and, like, our country and the climate. I mean, some things are, like, kind of scary, but there's so much more going on in parallel to, you know, and to be able to work for the only openly gay late night TV host is an honor, and I take it very seriously. And it, you know, there's just a lot of things going on at the same time, and I think it's cool. So that is that. Next up, we're going to talk about Reputation, Republican, the new Taylor Swift album, which I did listen to twice. I gave her a moment, and I will say this. It did not do it for me. I was like, okay, I mean, maybe I'm saying that the morning after. Tomorrow, next week, I could change my mind. However, what I will say, so I like, let me go through the list. Actually, maybe I'm lying. Maybe I do like it. First of all, I've literally had to buy it with my own money because it's not on Spotify. Whatever, it's fine. I would, you know what? Ready for It and Call It What You Want are worth $12, so it's fine. So I really like the songs that came out before the album release. So Ready for It, Look What You Made Me Do, Call It What You Want, Gorgeous. Then I was listening to the whole other one. I really hate the Ed Sheeran song with Future. Like, it is just not sis. No. I don't know what she tried with that, but she did not do that. But I love Delicate. That is the one that really stands out to me. Also, I really like So It Goes. There's something about it. It doesn't click in my head, but I enjoy listening to it. And then also Dancing with Our Hands Tied. So that's where I'm at right now. We'll see, you know, in a few days how I feel about it. But, you know, the era I am enjoying. So there's that. Someone said that this is Taylor Swift's Blackout. Oh, you're deaf? Oh, okay, thank you. Love you. I did sign up for pre-sale concert tickets, though, because one of my New Year's resolutions, which I will talk about probably again in, like, a New Year's resolutions video, is to well, not that I want to, well, okay. One of my New Year's resolutions is to spend a third of my savings account, which sounds really bad. That sounds really bad because obviously, you know, a savings account is a savings account. But I also, not that I'm this, and, like, this sounds really pessimistic, but I don't mean for it to sound pessimistic. But, like, I feel like, I'm like, what if I die in the next 5 years, you know? So I'm like, well, like, who's that money gonna go to? And, like, what, like, what am I gonna just donate it or whatever? So I'm like, why not just spend it on concert tickets, right? Is that a bad mentality to have? I don't think it is. Because it's not like my New Year's resolution is to spend all of it. Spend it all. No. Or half of it. I said, so, like, here's the thing. If I spend a third of it on things and experiences that will enrich and enhance my life, like going to Kygo live, front row, in, like, the pit, that's worth it. if I spend my money to go see Above and Beyond, which I'm doing, and Cascade, and Taylor Swift, these will all be experiences that will, you know, enrich my life experience. So I'm like, that's fine. And then just over the course of the next year, just slowly replace it, right? And then I want to travel somewhere. So I don't know where yet because I haven't gotten our schedule for the year. So, you know, my travel schedule is very limited, but I really want to go on an excursion somewhere. Because I was going to go to San Francisco for New Year's, but I didn't get tickets for Cascade, and it's probably going to be crazy. And, like, what am I going to do? Go to, like, a huge club by myself? Like, I would, but it just got really dark. See? It just got really dark out. What if it's, like, in the movie Independence Day when, like, it all of a sudden gets dark and then, like, aliens start attacking? You never know. So spend it all, right? Whatever. Okay, so lastly, really quick, P.O. Box. Now, I said earlier I'm going to decide this week. It is on my weekend schedule to make a decision or not on the P.O. Box, because I feel like time is fucking flying, and yeah, but I do have a lot of time Thanksgiving week. So if I were to open it by next week, it would be open and ready. And then I could, you know, respond to people through the month of December. And before Christmas, I have a week off the week of Christmas. So it could be fun. And I really want to design something cool to like send people and like actually be able to handwrite something to me. Feels so much cooler than just like faving a tweet or, you know, liking your comments below. Because when I read your comments, I do hit the heart button to let you know that I have seen it and that I've read it. But yeah, there's something about like, you know, like a tangible piece of paper that just feels good, right? So yeah, that will be next week's decision. You know, gotta go pick up my laundry, gotta go do some things, you know, today is getting things done. So that is all for this video, and I hope you guys like this format. Let me know if you guys like this format of doing like various topics with my little index card. Maybe I'll make like a little, because every time I go like this, you see how it like dips my light in? I'm like, oh. And then it's like makes a shadow, and then like, who? Like, what is that? What the fuck is it? Like, what is it doing? Whatever. So, done with that. Okay, so I'm going to go and cuddle up with my... Ow, fuck. Oh. Where's my iced coffee? Put the ice on the burn. Okay. That's a great point to end this video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me a thumbs up if you guys enjoy this video and comment below what you guys think about Reputation, Republican, P.O. Box. I'm gonna go ice my finger with my iced coffee, and I will see you guys next week, or maybe in the middle of the week with a candle review. Show you guys some of my Christmas faves. Bye, guys. Fuck. It's Britney, bitch. Shake your tits. Dunkin' Donuts.